My days, fam. This is why women have to test and make sure they got an emotionally strong man. If you know anything about like female nature and why women do the stuff that they do, you'll know that they have to test a man to see if he's emotionally strong. Some people think they just test for the sake of testing and that. The reason why a woman has to test a man to see if he's emotionally strong, i.e. just little dumb stuff from the beginning. If you ever met a girl, got her number, start texting her and that, and then for like a day she just disappears or whatever, innit? You don't hear from her, and then she might make up some silly excuse, oh, there was something wrong with my phone, or she'll just continue the convo, like nothing, like there was no 1 day gap, 2 day gap and that. Women do that for a reason, you know. They do that to test to see if the guy is emotionally strong and that. You might think, oh, you know, oh, I don't know what happened to her for a day or two, she just disappeared, she didn't reply back to my text for a day or two or whatever, and just you wait for her to respond back. There's certain man, they get mad, you know. There's been gal who's told me before, man have said to them, why have you taken 4 hours to respond to my text, let alone a day or two, you know? So women will do little small stuff like that in the beginning stages when, you know, you first get a girl's number and you start texting and that. Girls will do other stuff throughout the course of the relationship and that to test your strength as a man, do jealousy little tests, all these other little kind of tests and that. Tell you that they want to break up and that, they want to test to see if you're emotionally strong, if you can survive without them and that. Some man will think that they're doing it just to be, I don't want to use the B word, you get me, innit? Man's trying to be nice out here, innit? Yeah, but they're just doing it to troll you, let's say, innit? Yeah, they're not doing it for the sake of doing it. You know? They're doing it to see if one day, if they do break up with you, how the fuck you're gonna react. I just came from a woman's house just now, you know, I pulled away a minute, you know. I'm doing the electrical test in this woman's house, and I must have said to her, just as I was leaving, getting my stuff together, innit? Oh, I can see you used to have an old battery smoke alarm, or whatever, innit? Cause now they still fit battery smoke alarms, but they fit the mains hardwired smoke alarms, innit? Anyway, I said to her, I could see you used to have a battery smoke alarm beforehand. And she was like, yeah, the fire brigade came around to fit it for me. Now, this was going around, this did happen in, definitely in Edmonton. I don't know about other areas and that, but definitely Edmonton and probably like, yeah, Haringey as well. The fire brigade were going around fitting smoke alarms for people for free. I don't know what going up in Northampton, but she said, yeah, the fire brigade came here to fit the smoke alarm. Yeah, because it was a safety issue. I had a safety issue. I said, all right, cool. So anyway, I walked away from her and she's coming in the hallway with her mum. And she's like, yeah, so yeah, the fire brigade had to come round to fit a smoke alarm because I had a problem with the X. Fuck, fam. You have to think to yourself, why would the fire brigade have to come around to fit a smoke alarm if you had a problem with the X? The X tried to burn down the fucking yard or do something mad. My man's probably putting tissue through the door or throwing fucking petrol cans at the Ross Clark the front door to set the house alight, innit? The certain man, they're mad. When their girl breaks up with them and they ain't gonna be able to, you get me, get nothing from them no more, the girl's disappeared off the face of the earth or she's found a new man, and that certain man turn mad. Certain man turn mad. You're a girl watching this right now. Think back, yeah? Think about all your exes. You might have had 2, you might have had 10. Think about all your exes, yeah? And think about the time when you broke up with them. Not when they broke up with you. Think about the time when you broke up with them. Even if they were being an arsehole, whatever, they cheated on you or whatever, innit? For whatever reason, you broke up with them. How did they react? I guarantee you, most of the gal right now watching this will think to themselves, you know what? My man done some mad shit, you know? Came to my yard, was begging me, phoning me 100 million times. He walked through the town centre shouting my name. I had a girl tell me the guy was running after the bus. Madness, blood. And on well, obviously the most extreme is trying to burn down the yard. What the fuck's that about, blood? But man will do some mad stalkerish stuff. Some Kanye West shit. But how's a man really buying a house opposite his ex-girlfriend, Charlene? Like, why would you want to see your ex-girlfriend with a new man? And then the man will lie to the people and fool everyone. I mean, you can't fool me. Man's JY, isn't it? Fool the people them and say, oh yes, because I want to be closer to my kids. Really? Come on, man. change shit, like what? Why can't you be a 5-10 minute drive? Why do you need to be opposite? A man's a stalker. A lot of man, like I said before, I spoke about this in a video before with the one I was talking about Kanye West turning into a madman. 5% of man, when they get broken up by their girl, so their girl breaks up with them, 5% of man just walk away, keep it moving, innit? She comes back, she comes back, she don't. The other 90% of man, half of them beg the girl, plead, get on their knees, bawling, all them things, they're crying and that, and the other half turned into and/or stalker mode. I don't. Women need to test the strength for a man and that, cause certain man, boy, they turn soft once they get a girl, boy. They turn soft once they get a girl. One of my little cousins, spoke about this before. She got a little friend in school, whatever, and unfortunately the mum passed away. Instead of the dad sticking around, you get me, the little girl has lost her mum. She's in a weak, vulnerable position. Instead of the dad being that rock, being that, you get me, knight in shining armor, innit? Yeah, excuse the pun. Get what I'm trying to say if you really know, innit? If instead of a man being, you get me, that rock and that person to come to for solidarity, you know, to come to for solace and that. Instead of him being there for his daughter, you know what he did? The man jacked it. The man hung himself. He hung himself because he's weak. He hung himself because the love of his life is dead. Yeah, that might be bad. That might be mad. But don't you need to be there for your daughter, fam? Come on, man. Some men have it in their mind as well, innit? Like, that's why, yeah, like when you see like, oh, man killed his ex-wife or whatever, innit, yeah? Some man will kill their ex-wife because their ex-wife said that she's filing for divorce or whatever, innit? And some men have it in their head, well, if I can't have her, no one can. Like, yeah, man, they might think like that, but some man there will go through with it. Ask yourself right now. You're a man watching this right now, yeah? When everyone's had their heart broken at least one time, and if you've ever had a girlfriend before, you probably had your heart broken, innit? How did you react? Did you just say, oh yeah, fuck it? Or did you turn into crazy stalker mode, phone a girl up and that? Bro, man throw my hands up. Man's phone up a gal, try, you get me? Nah, try it. You know, like, man, them, we think logically, innit? We try to talk the girl back into a relationship, but that don't work, fam. Man throw my hands up there. Man's try to phone a girl like, nah, man, this is why you get me, we should be together. Way back in the day, innit? Man will never do that nonsense again, innit? Man learn from the mistakes and that, innit? But, yeah. Madness. Imagine that. The fire brigade has to come to your yard to fit smoke alarms because your ex tried to burn your yard down in some way, shape or form, blood. Jesus Christ, blood. So, yeah. Any girls watching this right now, if you think your man is a little bit weak or whatever, you probably done this subconsciously, innit, yeah? If you want to test the emotional strength of a man, just pull away from him a little bit, innit, yeah? Like, don't respond to his text for a day, innit, yeah? See how he reacts and that, innit? That'll be a good indication of what's in store for you in the future and that. Stay wise, don't know.